to Geek
Oh
Dependency. We're
man.
doing a podcast today. I'm going to be your host. It's Griffin, and I got my two guest stars, the ringer YT and your boy Bob Wub. We're going to be
Bub
talking
Wub.
about everything you want to hear.
That's what
So,
we're doing, dude. Griffin, fantastic intro. You did it. We are live
thank
this
you.
time,
It
by the
was
way. I'm
great.
really proud of
Yeah.
us. We did it. We're live, and I'm proud of us. I gotta say. So, Griffin, how's it been
I'm, I'm,
going, dude?
I'm,
We haven't
I'm the
talked in like
guest, by the
forever.
way.
I'm gonna pretend like we didn't just have a 30-minute conversation while I was trying to set
I'm
the stream
great,
up.
dude.
But
I'm actually great.
yeah, you
Yeah,
have
I got
some
nothing. I've got nothing to complain about.
nice. Wait, I need to.
To complain. About.
Okay, stream audio is good. All right, but so you got some drunk hooligans in your garage right
Yeah,
now?
yeah. I'm throwing a party right now, and I got about 12 guys in my barn right now, getting absolutely pissed.
Uh,
But I got invited. See, the thing is, you sent me the Snapchat. Do you want to be on the podcast? I said
Mm-hmm.
yes, and I asked what time. You said 6 p.m. EST, but
Yeah.
I didn't read the EST part, so I was ready this
Ooh.
afternoon at 6, and then I was like, oh fuck, of course it's time zones.
Yeah, I say
So
EST? I
Time
feel like I
zone.
should have said. Did I say EST?
you did say
Okay, good.
EST,
So
but
it's not my
I didn't
fault,
think, no, it's not your
thankfully.
fault.
Usually it is
So,
my fault.
so
But
then I had to throw away my plans for the entire evening. I had like a bunch of parties planned, so I kicked all those off the manual, and I'm throwing one in my garage right now. But yeah,
I feel
so
like you're
Yeah.
always
and
partying.
I'm already kind of drunk. What did you say, Ringer?
I feel like you're always partying. Like every
oh,
time I
he's a
talk to you,
partier,
you're
dude.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
like every night you have a party.
I'm always in. It's always on the weekends we talk.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. See, the thing is, I've got a lot of friends. No, okay, I did that. I said I live in a very small town, so everybody knows each other, right?
I feel that.
Yeah, and because in the Netherlands drugs is legal and stuff, so people they get into a hard time really quickly, and then if you don't maintain them, they start to get crazy and lock themselves up, and they so you gotta maintain them. You gotta keep going around with them, otherwise they'll bad stuff
Go
happens.
mental.
They
Yeah, no, but
they blow up,
suicide,
dude.
no, but suicide is a real big problem in my hometown. Like everybody kills themselves, dude.
Dang.
Everybody. So
It's
you
like the
gotta.
new hot thing.
I just try to stick. I just try to stick with my friends as much as possible. So that means a lot of parties, a lot of alcohol.
Do you guys have like LAN parties from time to time?
We were actually going to do a LAN party this week, today, but I needed an internet cable that would go from my house to my garage, which was this
Mm.
30 meter, but we couldn't get that in time. So
I
Dang.
see.
I
Do you guys
upgraded
play
my
like World of Warcraft, Minecraft?
nah,
What
dude,
do you guys play?
Minecraft, dude. Minecraft,
Minecraft?
and Ark Survival
Oh yeah,
Evolved.
you guys played on the
Oh, dude.
You guys played on Havoc a lot, didn't you? You and
Dude,
your
you should
friends?
come, Jake. You should come see the shit I made on the Havoc server. It's
Did you
actually
update
insane.
more? I saw it last time, but I don't know how
Did you
much
see?
you've done
Did you see the
since.
entire mountain?
I have, yeah. You
All
toured
right.
me
So
around.
the mountain. There are some parts work in progress. I'm making an
Mm-hmm.
entire like underground city and stuff. But I
Yeah.
built a, fortress and an entire village and stuff. And I'm gonna make it a city, dude.
Dude, you're
It's
crazy. Are you
insane.
still playing that server? Is it still up even?
Yeah, but yeah, dude. I asked
Dang.
Tori if you wanted to leave it up because I really like still like playing on
Yeah.
it. But it's really funny because I built this stuff and I spend months building the stuff I make,
Mm-hmm.
and then I show my friends. And I'm all hyped, and I want to show them stuff, and you think like they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, it's so cool," and then they look at it and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's cool,
That's
dude."
pretty cool. Yeah, like
And
Yeah.
then that's it.
you can
So
get
that's
your
five
hopes up,
months.
dude.
That's
They're like
5 months
they
for
don't know
just
what it
that.
means. Yeah.
I played hide and seek with my friends in my base. I've got a huge base, so that was fun. Yeah,
Dude.
I haven't been on the Havoc server in a while.
dude, you should come. You should see my base. It's insane.
Is it?
Have you seen the
No, it
Hobbit?
is insane. It really is insane. It's actually crazy.
Have you seen the Hobbit?
Yeah.
I'm a really big Lord of the Rings fan.
Oh,
So
I see.
so
What
I
was
always
the castle?
yeah. So I built the underground city. My friends are at the window.
Oh, what's up? Dude, if he moons us again, oh, we're good.
Nah, this
We're
is
good.
a different guy.
Okay. Yeah, I got
They know
mooned.
the
I
rules.
joined the call with Griffin because Ringer was having issues, and I got mooned the second that I joined the call with Griffin. by one of his buds. So that was.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's dude.
They're great
I
guys.
understand.
They're great guys.
No,
You
they
should go
seem
out.
like yeah. I met well, we met Brian. No, David.
Brian,
David.
David.
We met David.
Just a second
He seemed
ago.
like a nice
Just-
guy. Yeah, he popped
yeah.
up next to the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we should really do that Havoc House, and you should come over.
Havoc House.
Yeah, I won't force you to do anything you don't want to do. You come over to
Wait,
the
Havoc House
Netherlands.
at your house?
Do it in the Netherlands, dude.
I don't know about that. I mean,
I can get you food, drinks, and a stay all for free. The only thing you gotta pay for is the flight. You can stay here for a
Dude.
week, no problem.
If I was in Israel right now, that flight would probably cost under like $200.
dang.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, if you start swimming now, I'll meet you halfway.
Oh, you mean me, dude? Where do we meet? Like the Bermuda Triangle or
Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, probably.
Bermuda Triangle. Is that stuff true about the Bermuda Triangle?
They say it's because that's like where the magnetic fields.
yeah?
So I
Like a
guess
wonky.
So it's
yeah.
just
So I
like-
guess the machines on the planes go wonky there, but I don't know.
And they like die.
I'm not a
Yeah.
scientist, dude.
Remember when I accidentally went live, or I thought I went live? I went
Oh
live
my
on
God,
my
dude.
YouTube channel.
Just keep going.
No,
Keep
no, no,
going.
no, no, no. I'm live on Geek Dependency right now. But last
Okay.
time I went live for like a minute and a half. I went on live on the Jake Bubblegum YouTube channel.
Right.
So that's
So maybe for the people that have no idea who we are, why
great.
don't you just tell
I mean,
people?
everybody
how
knows who
know
we are,
each-
dude. Are you crazy? Griffin
Just tell
makes
people.
Griffin's a champ, dude. He made Roblox videos. You know what I mean? I mean, like,
All right, don't tell that part.
No.
Tell the good part.
okay, the good part.
yeah.
Griffin,
Like, come on, he
um,
made like a bunch of.
Griffin did
bunch of good
animations.
videos.
That's like one of the earliest memories I have of Griffin. Is when
Yeah, you did.
he
You
wanted
helped me with my. Without you, I would never have made
Yeah.
my second grade of college.
hmm He
That's a fact. I had
he
to.
and was it Sarah that did the other voice?
Yeah. For clarification for the people listening or watching, I had an exam. I study media design, so I make videos and logos and that kind of stuff. And for my second year, for my exam, I had to make an animation, and I like to make my videos like fancy. So I made this whole animation in Illustrator, and I needed a voice. I needed two voices, so I asked Jay, and it was like 4 a.m. in the Netherlands, so that means it's like what 8 p.m. for you guys.
It was due the next day.
So I
right?
asked, so I asked Jake if he would do my voiceover, and it was horrible, dude. It was horrible. It was such a cringy video, but I got praise over
not
the
great.
entire school, and they still use that video as examples
Really?
for the yeah, they still
Dude,
do.
I should have linked myself.
I
to
made-
the video, dude.
I made another
Jake, cool.
video with Bear like a couple months ago, no, a couple
Mhm.
weeks ago, for the company that I'm starting.
Yeah, tell
And,
us about your,
company?
wait, what do you? So what's your company about?
It's a graphic design company.
All right,
It's
you and
called-
Bear?
No, me and a friend from school.
Hmm.
He's one of the most, yeah. So I study graphic design. So that means I make logos and T-shirts and everything, basically.
Yeah.
And I could choose between either after school I'm gonna go to go work for someone for 5 years, so I can
Get some
learn,
experience.
yeah, get some experience, or I just throw myself into the crap and I start for myself and just hope for the best. So that's what I'm going to do now, and that's what I've been doing for the last couple of months. Trying to start up my own little company so I can start making logos for people right out of school. So
Mm.
that's what I'm doing right now. So if
you're-
you need a logo, I'm working on my portfolio. So That'd be
So,
great.
yeah, I mean,
Jake, well, he's got his life together. We're kind of just sitting here.
I
doing
do not
podcasts
have my
on-
life together, dude.
Dude.
I'm drinking. I've got a party in my garage.
so
True.
so we got in here. Griffin was like all dressed up, or he looked dressed up, and then Ringer got a jacket, and I was like, all right, now I gotta go get a freaking dress shirt. So now we're all dressed
Yeah.
up for a
Right.
podcast with like 4
Ringer.
viewers.
Hey,
How long do
you've
you know
been-
Jake?
What'd you
How
say?
long have you known Jake, Ringer?
I want to say early 2015.
Yeah. So
All right. So it's been like a year since you did Facecam, right, Jake?
yeah, it was like early 2018, I think.
Can you, Ringer, understand why the frick? I said
Bro,
frick. He never did Facecam before.
To be
Like
fair,
I
I
was
didn't do,
expecting
Yeah,
what?
I actually remember that.
I didn't do face cam until
Yeah, but
maybe
he was like ashamed to show his
No, because
face.
everybody wanted me
True.
to, so I was like, dude, I can't do that.
Dude, I don't understand. Like the first
But
time I
like,
saw your face, I was expecting you to be like half fucked up or something, you know?
Dude, Cuban said the same thing about me. She thought I was gonna be like this like fat, like
I thought
ugly.
Jake was gonna be this fat piece of shit from
yeah,
school, day in his life, like grease coming off, dripping off his face. And then I saw his face, and I'm like, that's just a kid from America.
that's just an American kid.
That's just an
No, but
American kid, dude. Dude, you've got the face of a buff guy. If
no,
you go to the
no, I don't.
gym and you get
Don't say
huge,
that.
no, you do. If you go to the gym and you get huge, you
I
would
want you
be
guys to know
fucking
that
Chris
Griffin's a
Hemsworth.
little high right now.
What?
That's like,
That's got nothing to do with
I'm just
this.
saying Griffin's a little high right now, just so you know. But no, I do remember
Fact.
when I like sent everybody in Havoc my face because I did a face reveal
Yeah.
before
Yeah,
YouTube.
you did like the
And,
photo.
yeah, I only sent it to Havoc people, so I didn't send it to Ringer.
I did see it.
But
did
I
see
would
it.
have, if I did a face reveal today, I would send it to you, Ringer. All right?
Oh
Does
yeah,
that,
yeah,
does
of
it make
course,
you
of
feel
course.
better?
Yeah.
No,
No.
but I don't get it.
I remember
I've-
Griffin said, I think the first person that I didn't directly DM was Griffin, and he said, "You're not fat. I expected fat." I think that's almost word for
because I
word what
did.
he said.
Look, all right. So I don't want to roast evil because I love evil, but evil is not like evil. Evil is not
Yeah,
a stereotypically good-looking guy. I mean, I'm sure that there are girls out there that would go crazy over him because
I'm
there's
attracted
always
to
that.
evil.
Yeah, I am also attracted to evil very much. Yes. No, but
Yeah.
like I was expecting you to look like evil. All right, this
Okay.
sounds mean because I don't think evil is ugly or anything. But you know, he looks like a gamer,
Like I
though,
said,
right?
Griffin's a little out of it right now. He's having some issues. Aren't you missing a few more
It's not that
presents?
bad.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
Carla just
yeah,
typed in the chat,
no,
by the way.
yeah. Cuban went to a surprise birthday party, so we all got dressed up, right?
Yeah.
For the birthday girl. But
We
she's
all got
not
dressed
here.
up for yeah. We're going to her party after this.
That's the
Yeah.
reason
Yeah.
why. Yeah.
Um,
Cuban, is Cuban watching right now?
I don't know. She's at a surprise party. She typed in the chat, but I don't know if she's
all right.
still here.
Well, I find it very sad that she's not here right now
Yeah.
with us.
Well, I think
Wait.
we're all sad.
Also, different question. Didn't
up?
you start this podcast with Bear?
Next question.
No.
we started
All
the
right.
podcast. It was Carla, me, Ringer, Bear and Seth. But then Seth
Yeah.
was like really, really inactive. Because he's got his own stuff to do.
Yeah,
He's got his own YouTube channel. He's making plays. So
He's doing
we
his
ended
thing.
up moving on without Seth, and we added Ringer in Seth's plays.
So I don't want to be
One
that guy
upgrade,
that talks.
right?
It's true. But what was he saying? Oh yeah, I don't want to be the guy that only talks about like the big YouTubers in the group. But how's Seth doing?
I mean, he's not doing Roblox anymore, from what I know. I think he's
Really?
doing Minecraft roleplay.
Really?
I think he's
Yeah,
doing
that
well.
guy.
To be-
You know, there
to be
are.
fair,
I know
Minecraft does get more views,
Yeah.
so
over
probably is the
over
better switch.
over my not so fruitful internet career, I've had the honor of meeting a lot of great content creators. But Seth is like hands down a great guy, dude.
He is, and he also is like really motivated to
Yeah.
like do stuff with YouTube. I could never ever be as motivated as
No.
Seth is. So
I remember like I was not getting a lot of subs.
by
but
the way,
I was making good
Roxas,
videos.
welcome. By the way, just so you know.
What's up, Roxas?
just
But
didn't- I didn't
I
wanna
remember
ignore you in the chat.
I was making good videos, and everybody said I was making great videos, but I was getting no views, nothing. And he said, "All right, I'm with this company. They'll help you make videos. They'll help you grow, and then you'll get a chance to get your spotlight." And he gave me that chance. Now I didn't pursue that chance 100%, and I didn't take out of it what I could. But he did give me that chance, and he did give me that contract. But that's insane. Like those, and and then it kept going wrong. And my grandfather died, and it got sad, and I couldn't upload a lot. But he kept pushing me to upload those videos and keep going.
Are you not allowed to say his name, or is it just like? I don't know.
Dragon?
Oh, okay.
Trace?
I didn't know.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I just didn't.
I'm
know if you were-
I'm on great terms with Trace. I don't know if we can say his name, but
You
I
did,
know
so-
that I know that we cannot do anything that would possibly incriminate him. No, not incriminate him. Like make him
Seem like a
make less
bad guy.
money, basically. No,
Oh.
if I basically sabotage him, if we sabotage him, then we're in trouble. But I mean, Dre's as well. He's a great guy. He's a great content creator. He takes
I've
every
heard,
opportunity
yeah,
he gets.
I've heard the same thing from Seth and
Yeah,
you. So
like those people that the work ethic in like big time YouTube people, in the big time YouTube people I know, that's insane, dude.
it takes so much more effort than I'm willing to put in for YouTube.
Yeah, because I've got a certain thing that I want to make, and if I can't make that thing, then I'm not interested.
Hmm.
So and then I can't focus on it. I've always had this thing where I cannot focus or concentrate on something that I'm not 100% interested in. And making Roblox clickbait videos, I love the fact that he gave me the opportunity to get big like that and make money like that and make a living like that. But I can't do it because I'm not interested in that. But no, the Blackshore roasting videos, that's the
Hmm.
shit I want to make. That's the stuff I really enjoy.
Those
So
are really good
those videos,
videos.
yeah,
I was proud to. Were you in? Did we do Havoc at that point when you were doing
yeah,
roasting Blackshore?
that was
Yeah,
after we did a lot of Havoc
yeah.
stuff.
So I was proud to call you a member of Havoc when you were making those Blackshore
I was
roasting
proud to
videos.
be a member of Havoc. I still
Hmm.
tell people I'm in this clan on the internet with my boys,
Yeah,
old
Clan.
YouTubers.
the
Yeah,
clan.
like
That sounds bad.
this gamer clan, you know. We
Yo, you
used to
still have to
make,
send me those roasting videos. Jake
yeah,
told me he
you're
showed
getting
me
them.
it,
Yeah,
but
no, we'll watch them.
You're getting them. They're not really up to the YouTube 2019 standard, but for that time they were pretty good. So
Hmm.
yeah,
try to look at it through a like 2017 perspective.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
They're
but
still
that
good
was the
though, I
stuff.
think.
That was like I was watching PewDiePie a lot back then, you know. So I was like, I want to do this. I want to do this now.
It's very similar to a PewDiePie video. Like,
Yeah, it was. But I
but
really
it's
enjoyed it.
you had your own twist to it though, so it's not like it was a copy.
That's the same thing I did with the 5 shitty Steam games.
Hmm.
Remember that? The
Yeah.
5 shitty Steam games with Griffin.
Oh
I
yeah.
used to, I used, I bought these keys from G2A, and you get five
Oh,
free.
like the $5 like
Yeah, yeah. And then I just
gifts.
played,
Yeah.
and then I just made a compilation of me playing 5 shitty games, and they were really good. They were actually really good.
The videos
At
or the
least
games? Probably
yeah.
not the games, right?
No, the games, the videos. At
Yeah.
least that's the way I remember them.
Hmm.
Or at least that was the stuff that I really liked making. But when I got like when I got 4,000 subscribers, making 10-minute Roblox clickbait videos, that's not the same thing. I remember switching on my recording, being like, "Oh, I don't want to do this. Fuck this. This is shit. I really don't want to do this."
Hey guys, welcome back to
Click
another
record.
Roblox
Hey
video.
guys, what's going on? And then I would end the video and it'd be like, "Fuck, fuck, fuck." You know,
I
And
never
you have to
did
edit
that.
the
when I did
video, and then
Roblox,
it's
but-
like,
I did not edit the video, dude.
did you not?
No, I removed the part where I was swearing in the beginning, and then I put my intro there, and then I put like a teaser in front of the intro, and that would be a 10-minute video, and that would get me views and subs and stuff. But that wasn't
It was
me.
the formula.
Yeah, that's the formula. But that wasn't me. I mean, I didn't even make up the videos. I got a Google Docs document that just said exactly what I had to say, the
Are you
title of the
serious?
video.
No, not
Yeah,
what you
the
had to
title of the
say.
video.
right?
Yeah, no, it said like two paragraphs of like, okay, talk about this, do that, and then use this as text, title, thumbnail, and then you're done. So it was a 10-minute chore a day. Every day it was just 10 minutes. So it wasn't hard. So I kept doing it for like half a year. But after half a year, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I was literally getting depressed
It's
by
yeah.
doing that.
It's if it's
Yeah.
not something you enjoy, you'd hate it. Absolutely.
You hate
There's
it
some-
because I hated Roblox. I remember I gave my password and my username to my fans, like really loyal fans, so they could play on my account and level up, so it looked like I was playing off screen.
Dang.
Oh my.
Yeah, and they got me everything, and then I made the videos about the things that they got me because I could not play that game for longer than half an hour without wanting to kill myself.
Yeah, no, that's why I like streaming a lot more on Twitch or just streaming in general.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really fake a personality, and you'll probably go
True.
mad after like 8 hours of doing that, like fake
Yeah,
personality.
but you got so many of those stories on Twitch of like guys acting like they're handicapped for views and then
Oh yeah, well,
fire
that's
starts in the
yeah.
house, and they stand up in the walkway. Like, you
XQC.
can't. You gotta be real.
What are you talking about? He actually is handicapped.
Is he actually?
No, he's
Okay.
just retarded.
No, but you know what I mean, right?
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, like, I can't think of an
It's
example.
you
I don't know
can
if Tyler wants an
the
example,
streaming.
but
That's why I liked streaming for a really long time too. But once you start getting big with streaming, that's the hardest fucking job in the world. Well, not the hardest. I
Yeah.
mean, being pinned down by a sniper in Iraq is harder, but it's really hard job, dude. It's you gotta grind 24/7. It's no 9 to 5
And
job.
like you get bored of the game, and then you have to keep on doing it because then your views are
Exactly.
gonna get down if you don't play the
Exactly.
game.
mm-hmm.
I
Exactly.
mean, it sounds like first world issues, but I mean, it's you know,
You don't want to do that. You want to do what
yeah,
you're passionate
Yeah.
about, and that's why I want to. That's why I'm focusing on I'm starting my own company now because if I start my own company, like if you work for a design company, they tell you what to make and they keep tabs on your entire creative process. So that's why I'm starting my own company. So I have full control of the stuff that I make myself.
yeah,
So that I can just do what I want and I don't need to apologize or listen to anyone. And
That's
making
awesome.
and doing graphic design is a lot like YouTube. I make videos for companies and I make logos for companies and it's the photoshopping and stuff. It's all the parts of YouTube that you really enjoy to do, but you get paid for it, and you actually get to see that stuff back because, like I rep cars, for instance. I used to rep cars for like lumber, like carpenter companies and stuff.
I feel like that would be fun.
Yeah, so I'm in my hometown and I see these cars driving around. I'm, oh, I made that. I made
I
that
made
logo.
that. You know, you see that?
Yeah,
That's my work right
it's
there.
such a good feel. I went out. A friend of mine. He's a postman, so he had to deliver packages.
Yeah.
When he had a sore shoulder, so he needed help. So I went with him to deliver the packages. And I remember driving through that town where we were delivering packages, and I was like, "Hey, I made that, and that car. I made the logo on that car, and it just feels so good because that's
Yeah.
you see the shit that you make."
Yeah.
I had a friend back in Overwatch when I used to like scrim. His actual job was like editing videos for like companies, right?
Yeah,
He was like making a movie, and like he absolutely like, hated like his bosses because like you'd like have this like very cheesy like song over like the video, like that just wouldn't match, and like they're trying to like
exactly.
go for
So they
kids,
tried to
but like the music is just trash, and no one like our age actually listens to it.
exactly. So that's the thing with creative people. Like they want to create stuff, and stuff is happening in their minds. If you work for a big boss, they're going to tell you what you can do. So that ruins the creative part. So that's why I
Yeah,
want to
like you're
start.
kind of like confined into like a little box of what you can and can't
Yes,
do.
and that's why I don't want to work for a boss anymore. Why I don't want to work for a boss because I did an internship last year, and I made this logo, and it looked great, and it was for the local skating like place where people skate.
Yeah, the skate park.
And it was
Like an ice rink, you
it
mean?
was a huge thing. Like the Dutch championships were going to be held there, so my logo was going to be seen through the entire nation. So I made my own logo. Looked awesome. I was like, great, everybody's going to see this. I'm going to be the one that made it. It's great. Then my boss came in, and then he changed the entire logo, and it looked like shit. It looked horrible and then he ruins it. He ruins the entire experience.
So
So now,
your company with your friend, you guys are like co-owning it together?
yes,
Okay.
it's called Studio on Rose. Do you
Studio
know?
on Rose.
Yeah, do you know the song La Vie en Rose?
Can't say I do.
Mm,
No.
yeah.
It's a really old French song. It's about a guy, and he well, not particularly one guy. It's just about the idea that if your life sucks and everything's horrible, you just gotta put on some pink sunglasses, and then everything looks just a little better.
Oh
So
yeah, I've heard
yeah,
that saying before. Like
yeah. So
yeah. I
yeah,
know
it's
what
La
you
Vie en Rose. So I thought, you as a graphic designer, you try to make the world look a little better
mean.
with
Put on
with your
some
designs.
colorblind glasses.
Yeah.
Get
So I
some color in your life.
Jake, do you want me to
exactly.
buy you colorblind
No,
glasses?
I'm not that colorblind. I'm only like a
Ah,
little
that's the Logan
colorblind.
Paul stuff, isn't it?
You say balls?
Logan Paul
Logan
with the
Paul,
Yeah.
yeah.
colorblind glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what my company is called, and that's what I'm trying to do. I wanna make designs for like small companies. It's like a small baker
Like
who doesn't
local
have money
businesses
to
and stuff.
make. Yeah, like small people. There's so many like immigrants in my nearby city that have the worst designs because they make it themselves in like paint, right? And I'm like, if you, I'll make it for $5. You'll look great, you
Five
know?
Do you
bucks.
at least like, do you like at least like have your name on like the bottom or like your
Yeah,
logo
yeah,
on the
sure,
bottom?
sure. I'm gonna make some sort of idea to make a lot of to make money with it, but I want to help these small companies to put themselves into the market because right now they're just being fucked over by the fact that they are not making enough money to do to compete with the guys.
Yeah. You gotta
And I
think
think the
professional.
world would be, and I think it would be more fun if you walk through it through like a back alley and you've got all these scrappy looking restaurants. It's bad, but if you walk through a back alley and you've got all these restaurants
These
and
nice
little
looking
shops with
restaurants.
great designs, you're like, all right, this is good, right? So
Hey,
that's what
you
I want
never
to do.
know. One day, like one of those like small companies might just be big and kind of like the Apple logo, how like they just kind
Exactly,
of refine it over time, and
dude.
they
It's
can go back
insane.
on being like that
It's
was the
actually
guy.
insane. The Coca-Cola logo. You know how much that cost?
Probably like 5 cents.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
literally just
They
yeah.
just wrote down Coca-Cola. It was for free.
Yeah.
Do you know the oil company BP?
No.
It has a
British.
green flower. There's a green flower for a logo, and
Hmm.
that cost like $322 million to make.
How much?
322 million.
322 million for this
Yeah,
little
Dang.
flower.
for
It's
just a
like a
little
little
flower.
flower.
It's literally.
Yeah,
It's just like yeah. Exactly.
but
That's
that's
crazy.
it's insane, dude. It's absolutely insane. But I don't want to do the big stuff. I just want to help the small guys and make a living on that.
No, I feel like you have to like
Friendly
do
neighborhood
like
Griffin.
the. I feel like you have to do like the big guys from time to time.
Well, yeah, if they come by, but I know
You're
this
not
one
going to
guy.
look for the
No,
big companies, I guess.
no, not necessarily. I know this one guy. It's a pretty good friend of mine. He just got out a really hard time. Was addicted to drugs. He didn't have any school, nothing, and he started like the bricks in the street. You know, like the old fashioned streets with the bricks. He does
Yeah.
that. He makes the streets, and he's really good at that. So he wanted to start his own company, but he didn't know where to start. And I'm like, all right, you get all the business stuff and the paperwork done. I'll make you graphic designs like the logo, the t-shirts, the stickers, everything. I'll do it for free because you're my friend. It'll be great. And right now he's got his business is booming because he's got a website, he's got social media, and you know,
Yeah.
and that's great. That's what I love to do. To see that because you see that he was a junkie that no one liked last year,
Made a
and now
difference.
he's got his own company and he's doing his stuff, and I helped with that, and that feels great.
Yeah. That's
And
It,
awesome.
it's
then
it's it's weird because usually like especially like in LA, the people you expect least to succeed most times succeed the most.
yeah, but
It's
it's
weird.
it's it's all it's all mindset, dude. I mean, I think Jake would agree. I think Jake would agree with the whole havoc thing we did when like everybody in the group was capable of becoming the next big thing, but no one had the mindset and the pull through to actually do it.
Yeah.
So we didn't do it.
I think we had pretty good chemistry overall, but no one had the motivation to get it done. I don't think so. That was the overall issue.
Yeah, that's the thing. We were all like everybody. Maybe I've never seen much of Jake. Wait 1 second. What?
I think it's David.
Is David back?
David's
I think that's
back.
David.
David's back.
In
I
fact,
can see him through the
we're
window.
live right now.
Hello, live people. How are you doing,
What's
the
up,
podcast?
David? How's
I'm
it going?
here.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm sober, so very nice.
Yeah.
Iets heel goed.
Die oude Samsung opladen, kun je die zo meenemen?
Oh,
Als je klaar bent. Nee, oude.
Oh, dit is een oude.
Nice. Meenemen?
Technical
nee.
difficulties.
Oké,
Dude,
just
Bear's a
weg.
social person, dude. You can't
inderdaad.
constrict him.
Can I just
Is goed,
confirm
David,
that you
geef
didn't just call Griffin Bear?
Oh, did I say Bear?
Yeah, you did.
My
No,
bad.
I'm the better one, dude. I'm the
You're
better
the
one.
you're
Yeah,
the
yeah,
better
you're right.
Dutcher.
Sorry, I've been talking
What was I
Buy the
talking
bear.
about? Oh, that we were all great YouTubers. We were. Everybody was. I mean, I don't know much about JM and Evil because I never saw much of their stuff. But you and Corey could make crazy stuff. And Seth is a great YouTuber still. Bears is great YouTuber still.
Hmm.
And I think I've got my skills in what I do. But if we all just would have focused for 1 year on making Havoc amazing, we would have been freaking Sideman, dude. No, right,
Yeah,
that's
I think
maybe
it
a
could have
bit big.
worked. I don't know if we would never have gotten Sidemen level. I don't think, but
Nah, but we were.
absolutely not. But
I mean, we were. How many great fucking times have we had just bantering in chat?
yeah, I
With,
mean,
like
yeah,
even you
exactly. Yeah.
with all the Uber being dumb videos and those videos,
Yeah.
that you put out. Like we had such great banter. If we would just have gotten all of that shit on camera, made it into funny videos. That shit would have
That's why
fucking
I used to. I don't do this anymore because now I think it's weird. But I used to like just randomly record when I was
yeah
in calls with people, and that's how Uber's a special kind of stupid. Is like a
yeah. But
series on my
those
channel.
videos fucking amazing. Dude.
Yeah, and Havoc Legacy is also a thing that I started. I'm done with those videos. I think now though.
Yeah,
I don't think I
but
have any more
I watched
content
all
for
of
them.
them by the way. They were great.
Yeah,
They
thank
were
you.
actually great.
Yeah.
I God, so many shit with the. I remember so many nights, just random school nights, where I would stay up to 4 or 5 a.m. because we were making some
Jeez.
shitty video that no one would ever get to see.
Hmm.
It's actually insane. Dude.
There's
Like
a
I've
lot of
been
good
doing
content on
YouTube.
Havoc. I think.
Absolutely, I've been doing YouTube since 2012, and like the first stuff that I made was horrible. But then to see that curve, like I can look back now and see that curve of me learning and like meeting you guys and
Hmm.
making better stuff and making better stuff, and then I end up in a place where you're just this complete self-taught YouTuber that makes good content, and no one taught him how to do it.
Hmm.
They just did it
You
themselves,
just
and
learn.
that's
You learn from other people, and you learn from
yeah,
your own mistakes as you keep going. Like I
yeah.
think I
But
started
And
uploading in like 2016 or 15, like when I joined
yeah,
Havoc SMP, and that was
that was
awful.
like
That was so
2015.
bad stuff. That
I
stuff was
mean, the
awful.
reason I always tell
But
this to my friends, the reason Havoc worked was because I went through a lot of stages, right, in my YouTube career. I did Dutch YouTube, and I started with like
welcome
10
back,
guys
Evil.
then.
Glad you're here. Sorry.
I did Dutch YouTube, and I started with like 10 guys then, and then I did another Dutch channel, and then I moved to an English channel, and then I changed the channel. I went to and then went to Black Shore, and then I joined Havoc. That's a lot of steps, and at every step there were some people that said, "All right, this is not for me. I'm quitting." But at the end, when we reached the Havoc part, only the people, those were the people that were left because everybody went through a similar thing. So those were the good YouTubers that were really motivated, that really wanted it, and they just stick together, and that's why we made that great videos together because we were the ones that were left from that entire process together.
Hmm.
We made some crazy shit. I mean, I remember I went to Scotland with a friend of mine on vacation, and the day before we went to Scotland, I joined Havoc, but we had a 48-hour boat ride to Scotland. So you should get like 8 hours of sleep before that, so you should get ready. But we live streamed that entire night, like till 8 in the morning for me.
Oh, was that
We
the
did
Just
we
first?
did we
IRL.
did a full. That was the one where we got to know each other, where we would compliment each other.
Oh
And
my God,
yeah,
that
and
was one of our
you guys were
podcasts.
having
Was that a Havoc
yes
podcast?
the
Yeah.
old podcast, and you guys were having this serious conversation while me and Corey were playing Uno in the background.
Hmm.
Those kind of like that's quality content, dude. That's great stuff. And we did that. We just didn't do it consistently enough to make a difference.
Yeah. And I think we would have kept evolving too. Like,
Absolutely. Yeah. We would have gone with all the stuff. If we would have kept motivated, then everybody would have done everything. Like we would have done Roblox together. And then when the Minecraft hype came, we would have done Minecraft together. And maybe the Havoc House would have been a thing.
I think one of the problems with Havoc was the toxicity. It was a plus and a
Yeah.
major negative is the toxicity
We
that
had we
had
had
towards each
the
other. It was
what I still
joking,
think
but
would have yeah, what I think would have made it easier was we needed a leader. We needed to just say, all right, Jake's the boss, do what
I
Jake says,
I
and
don't
then we'll
think
get
so.
it done. But
Like,
we had the idea with Havoc that we should be democracy and we should do it together. But we were all so toxic that we would just keep fighting with each other. But if we would just say, all right, Jake, he really wants this. We all
Have
know
a
that he's the one that
presidential
wants it.
election.
An
Yeah,
election.
we all know Jake is the one who wants this the most. So he makes a schedule. We listen to what he says, and you can have a discussion, of course. But then it would work. I think that then it would have worked.
Yeah, but I feel like creativity flows the most. I mean, I guess it doesn't really come with consistency, but I feel like creativity comes the most when you're like kind of free. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
Like you're just kind of rolling with it. Like there's no schedule. Like the
If
best
you have-
content comes when
exactly.
you don't schedule it.
Yeah, I have the idea that creativity and schedules are the counter opposites of each other, right? So if you get into if I personally in my personal life get into a routine, I immediately try to start breaking it up. So right now, for instance, I go to school, then I go home, then I go to work, then I go to the gym, then I go to bed. That's a routine, right? You don't want that. So what I would do is like instead of I would do that entire thing, but then I'd move my bed to the other side of the room. So there would just be a little change. So there would be a little change, and you'd get out of the routine, and that I
Yeah.
think that really helps with the
Yeah,
creativity.
mentally that helps.
Yeah,
I've never thought about that.
because if you get stuck, then you get in a box, and you can't think outside the box anymore. So you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta break up the cycle, keep the juices flowing.
No matter what like environment I've ever been in, no matter what house I've ever been in, this table has been in front of me, and this bed has been behind me.
Yeah,
Every
Like
time.
every time from Israel to New York to
Exactly.
LA, Las Vegas, it's
And you got
always
nothing on
been
your walls
behind me.
too. Ringers, all the
Yeah,
ringers
no,
we've talked about this before. He's got blank walls everywhere, and you look behind me, and
Yeah,
I got
like-
like all this crazy like 3-year-old.
well, you
stuff.
got a really nice camera, Jay.
I got nothing on
I
my
do.
wall.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I like
I'm
your
actually
setup, it's
really
nice.
upset by the way because I had to rush this stream, so we're streaming in 720 right now, and that really makes
It's
me
fine.
upset.
We'll
'Cause I'm
do
looking
another
at
one.
Discord
We'll
and
do
we
another
look
one.
great.
But
We're looking
like,
1080.
but Carla isn't here, and she was the reason we couldn't do it on Sunday, right?
No, I think I was the reason we can't do it on Sunday.
Oh.
I have a limited
If
schedule.
if you want me to be on more, because I love to be on
Yeah,
more,
absolutely.
do it on like Sunday. I can always make Sundays.
Sundays are hard for me because I don't get my schedule until like Friday.
Or any other day.
So
Or any other
any
day.
other day. Carla has said that she can't do it literally any day except Saturday. So I guess
That's annoying. All right.
it's a little rough, but I mean maybe one day.
Yeah.
All
All right. Let's get to a topic that's not talking about how we could have been great.
I don't know,
Hey,
dude.
it's been pretty good so
At least
far.
it's all Jake's fault. I mean, I
It's
don't know,
not.
dude.
It's all our fault. We did it all together, but I think we were too focused on having a good time together as a friend group to be busy making YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Because that's what we are. We're gaming YouTubers, right? But that means we're gamers. So when we would
Gamers.
think, okay, I can either make a 40-minute YouTube video now, and then I can spend 6 hours editing it, or I can play
video games.
or I can play 5 games of Skywars with Evil, and that's going to be more fun. So then we did
No one
that.
wants to play Skywars with Evil. What are you
No.
talking about? Who would want to do that? Who's no one? Literally nobody. Just so you know. All right, next question. Jesus.
Next question.
I mean, honestly, sometimes I would rather make a video than play a game. Even though all of my videos are about playing a game, I would still rather
Well,
make a video.
that's because you're a creative person.
No,
You feel that.
I just like
Yeah.
making. I don't think I'm creative at all. I just think I like making videos.
All right, you made a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you upload videos on it that you make out of your own,
Creative within video editing, then I'll take that as a compliment.
No,
I don't-
anybody who makes anything is creative. That's what creative means. You create things.
Sure.
Creativity is a muscle, and you exercise that muscle.
Oh,
Yeah,
throughout
if you
everything you do.
if you feel the
Yeah.
urge to make stuff, you are creative.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what creativity literally means. Like engineers, for instance. No, that's
Dude,
not a
they're
good thing.
engineers. If you've ever met one, dude, they'll try and solve anything.
My dad is an engineer. He's the most creative person I know. He says he's not creative, but he is the most creative person because he can look at a problem and he can solve it in a million different ways. That's not in the book. That's creativity.
Yeah.
That right there. innovators. But
ingenuity.
Elon Musk is a creative person.
Is
He
he?
might not be. Yeah,
I
because
feel like
he
Elon Musk. I think I got this from a
I
Bill
mean,
Burr
he
interview.
made pay, I mean, he's had a fucking 1,000
Oh,
companies. He's made PayPal,
yeah
he's made
Elon Musk is
Tesla.
a great guy.
he
I mean,
makes up these
what I
things
know
and
of
then he
him.
pursues them and then he does them and
Like
that
it's not even just
process.
one thing. It's just like a
Mhm.
multitude of like medium-sized things, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's
Elon
not
Musk is
one thing
insane.
like Facebook where Facebook buys, all these different things, right? Mark
Yeah,
Zuckerberg made
with the
Facebook.
boring company and with the Teslas and
Yeah, and then Elon Musk has like he kind of like dabbles in so many like different things that I mean, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I mean,
I think
yeah,
it's a
they're
good
great.
thing. I think
Oh,
mostly I think as a person for himself that's a great
oh
thing,
yeah.
and
As a
I
business
think
though,
as a business it's awesome, dude. Because
you
if you
think?
think about it, this guy has a patent on the future, right? He's got infrastructure down, he's got transportation down with cars, and he's got the sky, he's got space.
And he
So
has
he
like
has
tunnels now.
yeah,
Remember
that's the
those
infrastructure.
tunnels?
That's the
Yeah,
infrastructure I was talking about. Like he's got
yeah.
everything that's going to be a problem in the future that he can affect right now. He's got that down.
Yeah, most of these
And
other also what was his name? Steve Jobs, right?
Hmm.
He went on to make Apple, right, with a few other people. And then he went to make this I think it was a software company. And then he went on to make Pixar. And
Really?
Apple bought all yeah, because he made Apple, he got kicked from Apple. He went on to make two companies. One was Pixar, one was Next, I think it was called. And then yeah, they Apple bought whatever, Next and Pixar. And then yeah. Or
Did Steve Jobs? I
n-
don't. Is that's
or no
crazy? I've
no no
never
no.
heard that before.
Sorry, no. I think they bought Next. Disney bought Pixar. My bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was my bad. But yeah.
By the way, Evil, Roxas, and Bear, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys keeping us company. We have 7 viewers right now, dude. We're crazy. I don't know how this podcast always gets like so many viewers. Like that's insane. I just want to be appreciative. Griffin, you are muted. Just so you're aware.
Oh
I
no.
Be quiet, dude. You're about to lose him. You're right. I mean, if Griffin stops talking, we'll lose all of our viewers. Oh,
True.
I don't know what you did, dude. You just like randomly. I just saw you mouthing some words, but now you're gone.
Yeah, I thought he was talking to someone in his background.
Try and unplug it and replug it back in.
Reestablish the connection.
Have you tried reestablish the connection?
Hey, that's what fucking replugging means. Try and
Sorry, that's a
wait, Griffin.
Ah.
Try and go into your settings and switch to default and back to your mic on your mic settings.
hello?
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
Welcome
there
back.
you
How's it
go.
going?
Yeah, I have no idea why you did that.
Welcome back.
All right, I was talking so much.
What were you
What was I
talking
saying?
about?
I don't remember.
All right.
I mean,
Well,
Let's talk about something fun. All right, Jake,
if
you
Fun
have
stuff.
never been drunk in your life.
no. Ringer review?
I've never been drunk.
Dang. So it's just Griffin here. If Carlo was here,
Jesus.
you'd have
All right.
somebody to relate to. I would assume.
How
I
old
would
are
assume
you?
Carlo's been drunk before.
How old are both of you? If you're
We're
comfortable saying
both
that on the
18.
internet.
I'm turning 19 in 9 days.
That's the legal drinking age we live.
No, 21. Yeah, so I got a while. But
Yeah.
um,
What's your opinion?
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that?
I don't really plan on drinking all that much at all. I don't know if I mean, I'll probably try it, but I don't think I'm going to be doing much drinking, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I have a thing where
Really?
I don't like to not be myself. I feel like that's
Yeah.
scary, like so if I like was to get drunk or high, I wouldn't be
Yeah, I get
myself,
that.
and that's like a scary thing to me.
Yeah,
like,
I get
don't
that.
yeah,
The idea that you're out of control of your own
Mhm.
actions.
exactly.
I had the same thing at the start, kind of. No, I was going
At the
through a hard.
start, and then he lost all control.
No, I was going through a hard time at the start, so I didn't care. But
Mhm.
I've had that before. That was scared of what I would do when I was weird, when I was drunk. But I am very lucky to have a friend group that knows that whatever I do drunk is me being drunk, and they'll take care of you, and they'll take care of you 100%. I mean, I've had a night where I was puking my guts out for 7 hours straight, right until the morning, like 8 a.m. I quit. I was done puking, but and they kept sitting behind me and giving me bottles of water the entire way.
It's good to have friends like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
real friends.
I was that friend. So in Israel, you have like a little like holiday, I guess, where like for one day you stay up all night outside, outdoors with like, you can do like a barbecue, drinks, right? And you just like have like a bonfire, right? Like a giant bonfire.
Mm.
Yeah, like my friends were like, dude, one friend like got mad drunk, dude. He like was just asking like for some reason he was asking every girl out. I don't know why.
Nice.
Like he
Legend.
was going to every girl. He was saying, "I love you. Will you go out?" We're all friends, so it's fine,
When you're
right?
drunk, you fall in love. It's true.
Dude,
though.
he was not even saying it just to girls. He was saying it to everyone. Like, dude,
He
will
just
you go
really
out?
wanted something. He was
Dude,
just-
it was funny.
It's funny, but you need the friends around you to save you, because otherwise you just it's dumb. I was beaten up. Remember when I told you that, Jake?
Yeah.
I was at a festival near here. It's called Mega Pirate Festival. They have all this horrible Dutch music that you can just sing along with.
Yeah. You showed
But
me
I
that.
I had to work the next morning at 5 a.m. So I left at 11 p.m. because I thought, well, I got to get at least some hours of sleep in, and I'm already fucking pissed. So I should probably stop now. So I was headed home, and on my way to my bike, there was this girl, and she was sitting like close to my bike, and she was crying. So I went over to her. I said, "What's going on? Why are you crying?" And she said, "Well, I'm from really far away. I came to this festival with my friends, and they already went home without me. And my phone's out of battery, and I don't have a bike. So I'm going to walk home, which is 4 kilometers through a dark forest. And I'm drunk, and everybody here is drunk. So I said, well, you're not going to walk home alone. I'll take you home." So I walked her home through the forest, because you know you need one drunk guy to come across her in the forest and think that he might have a chance, and you'll have a raped girl. So I thought I'd just walk her home. So I walked her all the way home. I put her in bed, and then I didn't do anything with her sexually, because I thought that might spoil my good deed. But then I was headed back home, and on the way back, I got beaten up by 6 guys because they thought I was an easy target because I was so drunk. So after that, I called my
Wait,
friends.
why'd they beat you up just because?
Yeah, well, I was walking there, right, and I walked past them, and they were starting to make comments, and I thought, don't say anything, just keep walking. And then I kept walking, and then they followed me, and they kept teasing me and making shitty remarks, and I turned around and told them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
He didn't like that so much, so he punched me in the face, and then I turned around, started running. They tackled me, and they started kicking the shit out of me. But yeah, that was horrible. But I call my friends up, and that's the part the point what I was trying to make. Like I call my friends up, and they within like an hour, I had a million missed phone calls saying, "Where are you? What's happening? What can I do to help you? I'm pissed right now, so I can't get you with the car, but can I get you like a cab or something and get you home?" So
Then they
that's
come and beat their asses.
oh yeah, I made sure my friends didn't come, because they would have fucked them. They would have, but
You're
yeah.
you're telling me you didn't do that?
No,
Griffin's like a superhero. He, Ringer,
no,
I don't
I'm
think that's
not.
what you
But
understand.
all right, it was six testosterone-filled teenagers, and if I would have called my friends, my entire town would have came over, which is like a couple hundred guys, and they would have fucking killed them. It's just fact. So I thought, all right, I just want to get home, so I can get at least an hour of sleep, so I can go to work. You know, that's all I wanted. But
Dang.
my friends, they came and got me. They gave me $50 because I was broke. They gave me $50. They paid a cab for me, and I got home.
50
And I
bucks for
got
a cab?
yeah, it was really far away.
How long did you have to walk her? Was it like an hour?
Four
Or like
It
more?
was
kilometers.
an
Like
hour and a half.
4
Dang.
kilometers, an hour and a half?
No, I don't know if it's an hour and a half, but it was
No,
really long, like an
that's
hour,
like a
hour
mile.
something.
That's like maybe 2 miles.
A mile, a
Okay.
mile is 2.6 kilometers. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like yeah.
No, but I live in a countryside, and we have like every year we get like one or two girls that just go missing. And if I would have let that girl just walk home, and I would have woken up the next morning, and I would have looked at my phone, and there would be like one girl missing, I would have wanted to fucking kill myself. So I just walked her home and put her in bed. But that's not that like that's fine. But those guys decided to fuck me up. But the point I was trying to make is that my friends went to get
Yeah.
they went out of their way at 4 in the morning to get me away from there. And that's what you need. If you're gonna drink, make sure you got a friend group.
True. And not assholes that just kind of leave you.
Exactly, because those exist, and you need each other
You
in
gotta have
this
good
in this
friends.
life. You gotta have good friends. That's why you should come over to the Havoc to have
Havoc house.
the Havoc garage.
Do they have a garage?
Who do you live with? Are you still living with your? Do you have like siblings? I actually don't know that
I live-
about you.
I live with my parents and my sister and my grandmother.
Does your
Oh,
how
you
old
don't
is
know
your
where
sister?
I'm-
Is she going to like college or is she older than you?
22. She's a teacher for children.
Oh dang.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, my father is a engineer, and my mother is a beauty person with the stuff.
So like, yeah, makeup and shit.
I lived
Yeah,
on the
and
street.
like pimples, but she also does like with the hot rocks on your back.
Oh yeah, like
She does a
the
bunch of stuff.
Dude,
hot
have you ever
coals
done?
or whatever?
Have you ever done that? Because I feel like that would feel
Me?
super nice. Yeah.
No, I've not
That
done
sounds
that. I've done,
No?
super nice. That would be horrifying. I would
don't like
never
that.
do that.
I know
But
my
just
mom, my
put some
mother
like
took care
really
of all my
hot
pimples.
rock on your. No, never.
I think it would actually. Have you ever had a massage, Jake?
No.
Get a
Oh
fucking massage.
man, dude. I'm just kidding.
Nah,
Go on.
dude.
I went to Portugal. I did the thing with the fishes on your feet. They eat away all
Oh,
Oh
skin.
the dead
yeah.
skin.
and then after that, I had a massage, dude.
Mhm.
I've never felt better in my entire life. It might
Dang.
sound gay, but it was fucking amazing.
Like a massage, like you lay down at a table.
I lay down on the
Like-
table. There was this woman. She oiled me, and then she did.
She oiled you up.
She oiled.
Yeah.
She asked if you wanted a happy
about
ending.
I did ask for that actually.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you
yeah.
actually ask her that?
What'd she say? Okay.
It was 10 minutes into the
10 minutes?
massage, and I fell asleep. I just fell
Fell
asleep.
asleep?
You actually,
man.
dang.
But that
How long
that
does
is
the-
the most
How long
Probably-
was the massage? Like how long?
Probably like 10
like
minutes.
half an
Yeah.
hour.
Dang.
Really?
Yeah, and it was amazing.
Hmm.
I do very much. I have no idea what the word is. Never mind. English is
Enjoy?
no recommend. I recommend it.
I
yeah.
recommend the massage.
Yeah, dude.
Get out
Anyway,
of here.
Jake, I feel like I'm being a
Are you
bad guest.
interviewing me?
Yeah, I feel like
You about
I'm
to
being a
interview
bad.
me?
Yeah, I'm
What?
starting all the conversations.
Well, you're
What?
like you're doing the social thing. You're a social guy right now.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
He did the intro. He was like, "Jake, can I please do the intro?" I'm like, "Yeah, go
I've
for
not
it."
done an intro in so long. I wanted to do-
So he kind
Now-
of took over from there. But
Yeah.
what were
What
you
do
saying?
you? We were just talking about how awesome of YouTubers we are. What's
do
your
you have any topics?
what do you want to do next?
Well, give me 1 second. We don't have any topics picked out really. We could have talked about the 2 trailers, but I feel like that's not at all interesting. So
No,
we're just gonna
I
not.
think
talk
talking about
them.
our lives is more interesting. What do you want to do? What's your goal? Your next goal with YouTube? What do you want to? What do you see yourself doing?
I
in
don't
the
have
future?
goals with YouTube anymore. I just upload like once a month maybe, and have fun with it. I don't have goals.
What about Ringer?
I used to stream daily on Twitch, but yeah, right.
Me?
Yeah, Ringer.
About like YouTube or like Twitch and shit?
Yeah, like with the whole thing, with the whole the way we know each other. Like, what's your plans? Do you have any ambitions or wild dreams you want to pursue?
I mean, obviously for Twitch
Process.
would be like a pretty good dream, right? You know, kind of like streaming, playing video games all day would be.
you've got
pretty
a
nice.
voice for it.
Do I?
You do. You got a voice for it. You've got a voice for Twitch.
I hope so. But yeah, no.
You could do it,
Yeah, I
right,
don't-
but you're not motivated, or you just I don't know what
Yeah.
you want to do, but like
No, you gotta.
Dude, I've been trying to figure that out for the past year too. I don't know. I mean, I'm going into college soon, so hopefully, you know, that kind of puts me on track.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went up. I'm probably going on Monday just to try and get my schedule set up, and I'll probably be going on February to college.
You guys
But,
know,
yeah.
you guys, that's good. Is it like a big college or like,
Nah, it's a community because like I came from Israel, so like I didn't have like all the testings done and shit. So
yeah.
I just went to
So
community plus save a little bit of money.
tell me about that. You came from Israel.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that?
Um. Yeah. Sure. What do you want to know?
Dude, Ringers,
You were
and by
born.
Ringer I mean
So you,
Griffin. You're a fantastic interviewer.
but so you were born in Israel, right?
No, I was born in Staten, New York.
You were
So
born in
like,
America.
yeah, I was born in America.
So why'd your parents decide to go to Israel?
My grandpa had a heart attack, and since my uncle doesn't have he can't legally go back. Like he's fine here, but like for some reason he can't go back.
All
And
right.
same thing with my aunt, right? They're fine here, but they can't go back. And yeah, so my parents could because they had everything in check. My dad stayed here. Me and my mom and my two sisters went over to Israel, took care of my grandparents for a few years. And yeah, I chilled there for a little bit, learned Hebrew. I feel like it was a pretty good learning experience. Like, you kind of learn a whole
Hebrew
new
is the
culture.
oldest living language in the world.
Is
Is
it?
it? I thought it was like hieroglyphics. It was
Now, hieroglyphics isn't the living language, just like Latin is dead.
dude. No, he's Bear. He's on a little more than alcohol.
He wants me to come back.
We can end it in like
We're like
another like
56
5-10
minutes
minutes.
in, so like we're
Yeah.
whenever you gotta go, Griffin, you gotta go. You know.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah. So
Kom er zo aan.
Como nama?
Ja, maar-
yeah. So
I said-
when
I'm
you
sorry if
when
I
you
just
like go.
appropriated your culture. I didn't mean it.
No, but so you were born in America, then you went to Israel with only
Israel.
your parents,
With my mom and two sisters, yeah.
with your mom and
At
two
age around
sisters.
like 10.
And how long did you stay?
I stayed from age 9, 10 to around 17. I just turned 17 when I came to
Are your
America.
parents split?
Or my parents what?
Split, like
No.
divorced.
No.
So you only went with your mother, so you didn't see your father for that entire
He
time.
came like every like few months. He flies a lot, like just in China and shit because he has his own company,
Frequent
right? So like
flyer.
he has to
All
like,
right.
yeah. So he has like a bunch of miles like built up. So he kind of just uses those to like every like half a year, so, like 4 months he comes,
All right.
goes to like a hotel. We go
That's
to like
pretty
a hotel in like more central places, and yeah, we chill.
All right. So I live in Europe, which means
Yeah.
that it's all connected, right? The land's
Yeah.
connected. Like
Yeah,
America's on the
everything's
other.
like by train.
Yeah, I mean, like America's on the other side of the planet, but we are connected to the same landmass as Israel. So when
Yeah.
we are taught about Israel, they tell us that it's this crazy, like war-torn country. Is that true?
No. On the
No?
border, like there's fighting, right? But like
Mm.
there was a missile sent, but it was like diffused pretty fast. Like
Yeah.
if you're living in Israel, there's like barely anything to worry about. It's more like if you're on like the border and shit, where like neighboring. Okay, there's like this weird thing. Okay, it was like it wasn't missiles, wasn't nothing. It was on the border, right? It was like crops and shit, right? There's like crops on the border, and instead of like sending, you think like the bordering countries would send missiles and shit, right? They
Yeah.
sent fucking kites with like little like sticks that were on fire to like burn crops.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're on a budget. You don't know.
Yeah, they're on a budget. I don't know, dude. Yeah, no. I mean, it's
It's
chill there. I
insane.
mean, I can't say there's anything I had to worry about when I was in Israel.
No.
Yeah.
Is
Um,
oh,
safety
We
is
are-
pretty good. Like
So
going through the
thing
streets
is,
and shit.
all right. So we have a lot of refugees, right, in Europe, like a bunch. Like every country is overflowing with refugees from Iraq and Israel and those kinds of areas, and we're all very. Well, I'm not because I've got a lot of friends who are refugees, so I'm really sympathetic towards the cause. But what would your general opinion be about like the people that live there? Like,
Like,
if you
the
could sum them
people
up,
of Israel.
like the people like who live there, like the normal day-to-day people, are they much different from like Americans, or are they basically the
Um,
same people with a different language?
Roxas asked if it's the Holy Land. Yeah, it's considered the Holy Land in Judaism and Christianity.
Yeah,
And I
what is
think
that? What is the
Catholicism.
place that like oh god,
Jerusalem.
I'm gonna get this. Jerusalem, yeah. Is that in Israel
Jerusalem.
or is that in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Recently, Trump announced it was the capital of Israel, which a lot of people, like a lot of Arabs,
Yeah, that
that
was
was
so
so
like,
weird. That was so weird.
didn't
Yeah,
like
your
that.
guy.
I mean, okay, so like the history of it is like when Israel was coming to be, right? They split us up. So like wherever the Jews were, that's where Israel, like Jews, like modern day Israel was, and then like, wherever the Arabic people were, that's where like the Arab land was, right? So like it was
Yeah.
very split.
But not
Eventually,
very clear.
throughout like wars and shit, we like took a
Yeah.
little bit of land every time, or bought land, whatever. And then Jerusalem was announced like a neutral like place for Arab people and Jewish people.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Good for
So
them.
yeah, so there's still like temples there, like for like Arabs, like where Jewish people can't walk in.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Trump announced it as the capital of Israel, and yeah, people didn't like that, or
No,
Arab people didn't like
get
that.
that.
Jewish people loved it, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's insane because Jerusalem, if you think about it, that the city itself has had so much impact on the entirety of Israel has
History.
had so much impact on history, like the Crusades. I
Yeah,
don't know if you guys know anything
I think
about
I think
Yeah.
Jesus was
Yeah.
buried in the ancient city over there.
Yeah, but that's insane. That one, but I think it's because it's so central, right?
Yeah,
Because that's like the center of the earth. That's where everything comes together.
yeah.
So
Isn't like
that's
the
where
one of the
that's where,
lowest point? Isn't like the lowest point in Israel somewhere?
I don't
I
know.
think I think it's like
I've
one of
no
the
clue.
lowest points in Israel. I'm not sure about
All
that.
right. So
Atlantis, dude.
I don't know how long have we been going.
An hour.
An
And 1
hour
minute.
and 1 minute.
Right.
Ooh.
So I think we should wrap it
Yeah.
up with
Yeah,
one
absolutely.
conversation. One quick conversation. I don't know what I've been the interviewer for the entire thing. So
No, yeah,
Huh.
you pulled through here.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
mean,
really like this. I told you guys I wanted to do my own podcast,
Yeah,
right?
dude.
that.
You can come on
But
anytime
I-
you want if you don't want to. For some
I
reason,
do,
do
but
your
we
own.
should figure out some sort of schedule because I really enjoy this, But it's hard, as you
I know
know,
you
because
won't be here, but we're almost definitely doing one next Saturday. So.
all right, yeah, I know.
I
I want to
mean,
do more of this, but
I mean, we could talk
Um,
about YouTube Rewind for the last like little
Yeah,
conversation
why
if you
not?
want.
I mean,
Wow.
I think we all have. Me and Griffin, for the most part, have the same opinion on YouTube Rewind. I don't know what Ringer thinks
Yeah.
totally, but I think it was like relatively lazy, and Griffin said it was safe, and I totally agree. It was
Yeah,
way
they-
too safe.
Yeah.
they-
They,
see, they like last year they fucked it up, right? So this year
Yeah.
they took it just way too safe, and it's fine because it does the job and it's all right. It does the thing it's supposed to do. But if you look at like 2012 Rewind, if I look at that now, I still get I
The
still get
chills.
choked.
Goosebumps.
I get
Yeah.
choked up and I get emotional and I get nostalgic. And that's what Rewind's supposed to do. You're supposed to look at it and you're like, hey, I know him. Hey, look, you're
'Cause
supposed to
they-
get this feeling.
they want to pretend like some of the people aren't on their platform. I was
I
really
mean, this
surprised
is
that they had
this
H3H3.
year though. Yeah, this year they had like I think Keemstar, Rice Gum.
No,
I think
they
they
didn't
had
have
Leafy is
Keemstar or
here.
Rice Gum or Leafy.
Yeah, they
Nah,
did.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they did.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did. Yes.
Dang, I didn't look that much into it, but
They had like
for real.
You know what they
Um,
should do? You know what they
yeah,
should
they
do?
had like
Because
on the thumbnails.
I
Leafy
heard
was
you
dead
making
this year.
this. I heard you guys making this. You and Jake and Carla made this argument in the Havoc chat for that they didn't acknowledge all the people who are on their platform. But I think for a big part, they did that last year. They showed off so many huge creators, and everybody was watching them. They're like, I don't know anybody in this video
Yeah, but like
There's-
okay,
because it
with
doesn't
the-
work.
No, but like with old like creators, right?
Sorry.
Like
People
there's so many like creators that are just kind of like dead, and then they like bring them on for like every year. Like every year they bring them on instead of like refreshing it. Even if you don't know who it is, they don't. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think Gabby's show was that good last
Yeah.
year.
Did they really
the-
show Leafy, Rice Gum, and like Keemstar?
Yeah,
Dude,
let me get it up.
Leafy did nothing this year, and neither did Rice Gum. That's crazy.
Yeah, but
Why
YouTube
did
Rewind.
they're too late at this point? Like, why would they? Dang. That's
I'm sorry,
weird.
Oh wait, no, no, no.
A lot of people,
Oh, my.
are
No,
showing up at my thing.
Oh really?
So like,
Sorry, I was getting
we're
confu-
almost-
No, they didn't. They didn't. They
They
didn't.
didn't. Yeah.
See what?
No, I was getting confused between someone made a fan one which was actually way fucking better. It was so
Yeah, I
much
think
better.
Carla linked that in the
But
Geek Dependency
I-
DM, and I
Did
didn't
she?
watch it.
That
but-
was my bad.
Can you still
Yeah,
hear
no.
me, guys?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, that's fine.
I heard what you
Yeah.
said.
I think-
we're trying to wrap.
I
it up.
think what we should do, what they should do as YouTube is they should, and a lot of people are against this, but like in the Netherlands, we have our own content creators. In America, you have your own content creators. You should make categories, not necessarily based on countries, but you should make categories and make different rewinds per category, because then you can cater to everybody, right? But now you've got like a bunch of Dutch YouTubers and a bunch of Latino YouTubers and a bunch of American YouTubers and a bunch of Korean YouTubers all together in this thing, and it's just too much.
I don't know.
So
I
people feel
disagree
like
with you actually.
people feel like they're being left out and stuff isn't being put in, and people hate it.
I think they're just focusing on the wrong things. Like,
Yeah.
I think they should.
I think-
I think they should stick to one rewind for sure.
I feel.
Yeah,
they can
I
make it
think
even
too.
longer.
But if it's too big, and if you can make everybody happy, you should make him. You should maybe make him multiple, or only literally only focus on what was relevant in that year. Only, but only
Yeah.
really relevant. Make
Yeah,
the
I mean, but
make the
they-
criteria smaller. You know.
That's what everyone wants, but they don't do it. Like they want to like add all these like mainstream like YouTubers.
But
that,
then it's the question: do you focus on the numbers? Because if you focus on the numbers, like PewDiePie might have been the biggest YouTuber for us this year, but T-Series was the biggest YouTuber for India this year, and that's
See,
way
but the
more people.
see, but the problem is with T-Series, they're a company. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
No one wants to celebrate a company. Like if I wanted to celebrate a company,
Yeah.
I'd like.
that's
YouTube's motto used to be broadcast yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
but
broadcast
that's
your
no longer
company.
that's no longer a thing. Not
Like-
broadcast your company.
Like,
That's where they make the money, so that's why they do that.
Yeah.
They,
I mean,
you know, I just realized they didn't have Jack Black, and he was big in 2019 for the most part, right? Like he made
Was
his
he?
own YouTube channel, and it was weird that Jack Black was uploading to YouTube, and I
didn't
just
see that.
realized now he wasn't in it, so that's weird. But
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I feel like they
yeah,
didn't want
I-
another Will Smith situation. That's why they
true.
skipped
True.
out on.
I mean, well, it wasn't even
Well,
Will
I
Smith's
don't.
fault.
I didn't.
It wasn't
mind
Will
Will
Smith's fault.
Smith.
Yeah, it wasn't. No, I didn't care either.
no,
I was hoping he was in it
that
this year.
part was funny, dude. I like
Yeah.
that part.
Is rewind done?
Like I said,
Oh.
I actually preferred last year's to this year. I think like last
Because
year's
they
was so
tried.
bad.
At least they
No,
tried.
but like
Yeah.
last year was so politically like infused. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
I hate that, dude. I hate political agendas. I fucking hate it because I'm not left or right. I'm neither. I don't like to because politics is really big thing, right? I don't want to just call it left or I'm right. I don't want to make it so simple because it's not simple. But if people try to force their political agendas on things,
yeah.
I fucking hate it.
Es-
But I'm
especially
I'm
if it's
digressing
so-
again, and I really need to wrap
Yeah.
this up.
So thank you guys for watching the Geek Dependency podcast. Sorry for the abrupt ending, but we'll be live again next week. For sure. I mean, like I'm not confirmed because I haven't talked to either Ringo or Carl about it, but like we'll almost definitely be live next Saturday. Thank you guys for watching. And dude, I'm sorry, Roxas. I'm sorry. Griffin's got to go. I'm glad that we had Griffin on though. It was really fun. Great podcast. Thank you guys for watching again. Make sure to check out Griffin and Ringer on Twitter. By the way, Griffin, I got to call you out real quick. You're still not following me on Twitter.
I know I unfollowed you like a couple of weeks
Yeah,
ago.
I unfollowed you too. It's fine. I don't care about you anymore.
Okay, cool.
Thank you guys for watching. and I'll talk to you guys. I won't talk to you. We'll all talk to you next week. See
Bye.
ya.